Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be reviewing the Cherbourgh, which is the new Tier 7 French cruiser. Yes, you heard right. This is a destroyer focused channel and I'm reviewing a cruiser. Why would I do so? Well, because this cruiser is special, or let's say this line they added. The advantage of this ship is it has probably the best concealment in the game of all cruisers. So you can bring it down to 8.3 kilometers, and with 40 knots is a very fast and agile attack ship. So what I like to do with this ship is I'm pushing into the cap, I'm scaring off destroyers, I'm killing destroyers, I'm killing cruisers, and I play this ship most aggressively. So unlike the traditional cruiser experts camping behind an island, you will always find me frontline leading the push with this ship. You want to utilize islands and travel around islands, but you don't want to camp. You just slightly use them to your advantage to break line of sights and something like that. So usual cruiser stuff. But basically you utilize your big concealment because that allows you to attack, get dark, turn around, run away, and so on and so forth. So what other cruisers have to do with rolling smoke or smoke, you just do on the run with 8.3 kilometer concealment. And that is fantastic. Before I show you my games for this review, let's go quickly through the configuration. So I'm using concealment mod in and I'm using meanwhile epic mod, reload booster, and the traverse, the turret traverse, because this ship has a slow turret traverse, 308 millimeter caliber, so which is quite nice. And I'm using André Roux. I'm using the speed perk in the second row, and I'm using the concealment speed, so in the third row. So that perk allows you to get additional 10% concealment while the speed boost is active. And I'm using fully packed, which means I get 3 of each consumable, which means 3 speed boost and 3 reload booster, and you need the reload booster. The drawback of this ship is you only have 17% fire chance for HE. The Tier 8 will have a 34% fire chance, so this is the big improvement when you get to Tier 8. So you prefer to shoot a ship due to the low fire chance. Then we have the rudder shift and we have the 2 double concealment build. And you can see we kick off with 9.3 base concealment, and as soon as we hit the reload booster, I think this is even a game one of my first I played without the speed concealment, so probably I picked a different perk in this one here. But in the next game you will see me with 8.3 kilometer while running the speed boost. So coming back to this game here, we are aggressively pushing the cap. So as you can see, there's only 1 DD, and usually in these games everybody hangs back, nobody moves, and so on. But because we have such a good concealment and nobody of the enemy team is moving, you can expect nobody will spot you for a long time. So you get the cap with 9.3 or even 8.3 kilometer concealment before they even realize what happens. So this cruiser needs to be played aggressively like I do with my destroyers, and then you really can succeed. I have a very high solo win rate because you can carry with this ship, you can get broadsides, you can kill cruisers, you can really citadel battleships, you smash destroyers. You lack any sort of detection in this configuration. You could fit a sonar instead of the reload booster, and you could fit, I think, anti-air instead of the healing, or you can put a spotter plane instead of the healing. But in my opinion, these changes are ridiculous. So you want to run it with 3 reload booster and 3 heals, because that empowers the ship to go front line, and you will see what's going to happen. So we got the cap here, and we have 2 battleships and 2 cruisers behind that island, so 2 anchorage and 2 battleships. And you will see what I will do. I keep pushing because I have my team in the back, and I probably encouraged them to come with me. So we fired, and the Heinrich saw me, so we're turning out. But soon after, we're turning in again, and then we're starting the big attack, and you will see the confusion of all these island boys when I rush around them and unleash hell with my 8 barrels of 308 millimeter close range. That's pretty devastating despite the long reload. But that's why you have the reload booster. You get another salvo within 20 seconds, and that is quite helpful. And you can see with the anchorage, we get citadels on the distance. The guns are pretty precise, so it's really fun to aim medium to long range distance. But range is like 16 point something kilometers, so you want to be close. You want to be within 9-10 kilometers of the enemy, because again, 8.3 is your speed boost concealment. And you can really surprise enemies 6-5 kilometers away from them, and then you get 8 bullets into their citadel, and that's devastating. You cannot imagine that. So you cannot do that with most of the other American cruisers like Baltimore and stuff, which have the same caliber, but they lack the speed and they lack the concealment. So you really can sneak up to somebody, and that's the fun of this ship class here. So this game I'm going slowly here because I want my speed boost back, I want my reload booster back. So now we're fully staffed and we're ready to ambush. And we have the Heinrich coming in. We get a salvo out on the Heinrich, but we want to get behind that island. And at the same time, we want to shoot whatever gets broadside to us. And if we don't have broadside, we shoot the bow, but we prefer the broadside. I was a little late for the Plymouth. I should have sunk her, but I wasn't paying enough attention. But again, we're confusing everybody here because you see, we like the broadsides, and yeah, we catch some fires, but we have 3 repairs. The only drawback is we don't have torpedoes, so coming around the corner you need to use your guns, and otherwise you cannot deal much damage. So here we were slowing down, waiting for the Brandenburg to be killed, because we don't want to get wrecked by the secondaries. Now we're waiting for the guns to reload and for the engine to come back. And once the engine is back, we do the final push, and you can see how we circle the Brandenburg and the anchorage. And that's really fun. I mean, we are a cruiser and we are the first in line. We are leading the ambush again. We are not hanging back like 20 kilometers in the back and making a 20 kilometer shootout. No, we are 4 kilometers from a battleship with one of the strongest secondaries, and we are next to an anchorage. There's a third anchorage around, and so on. So this ship is a frontliner. Please play it aggressively and you will really lead your team. You can see there's another anchorage. We get a shot out, we hit the reload booster, we hit the repair party, and we go for the attack run. We got a citadel on the anchorage, and now we want to see what we can get. But we are too angled here, but it doesn't matter. We unleash what we have. We have the reload running. And now we're trying to get anchorage and Brandenburg down. But we don't care for the anchorage, we want to go for the Brandenburg. You can see we're very close, and this is what I said earlier. This is pretty bad. Unfortunately, no citadel for whatever reason, but you know, we just pass him, his guns are turned to this side, so we're getting around and we have him from the other side. So Brandenburg is left only with secondaries, and my team is pushing with me, so they take care for the anchorage in the back, and the anchorage will live a little longer. We will, as a team, deal with it later. But you can see we already did almost 80k damage. We got a cap, we got quite some shots out. We're still alive, we have another repair soon available. So things are looking pretty good. We took down 3 ships, not ourselves, but because of our push. And now we want to go dark. The anchorage is in smoke. We want to move out now to make sure that he doesn't detect us. And we want to help with the Plymouth and whatever is left in the center. So we leave the anchorage to the 3 other ships next to us. That's why we're going back. Plymouth is dead, and now we're going to the B cap. And but first we want to go back to the anchorage and do what we can do here. As a conclusion, in my opinion, if you like to play aggressive cruisers and aggressive play style, this cruiser is for you. It is very fast, or pretty fast, with 40 knots. While the speed boost is running, you have a 20% speed boost. You can even bring it to, I think, 44 or 43, something like that, or even more if you spec for speed. But I wouldn't do that. I'd rather take the concealment here, because it's really helpful to have these 8.3 in front of a battleship 10k away, and you go dark, you turn around, you run away, and you come from a different angle and hit his broadside again. Anyway, you have like 25 seconds reload, so plenty of time to turn around the guns and get into a new position while the guns are reloading anyways. And you could also try to spec one of the French commanders, reducing the time to go dark by 25%, so it will only take 15 seconds to go dark after you shot. Might be an interesting option as well. Yeah, you can try different ways here, but in my opinion it worked best for me to go full speed and full reload boost and full concealment. You can see also in this game now, this is also very interesting, very aggressively. We're pushing here into 2 Bismarck. Of course, they have a lot of secondary, and we're pushing into a Wichita, which we cannot pen from the front. So we need some help from our team, but we're fighting the Bismarcks with these guns. And you can see how aggressive we do that, and how we dominate this game throughout the game, and we'll end with a lot of kills, and yeah, interesting to play. While I'm a destroyer main, this is one of the cruisers I really like to play, and I find it very amusing and yeah, pretty easy to play, because you have these we pen everything guns with 308 millimeter. It's a fast cruiser, so almost the destroyer speed, or even faster than some of the gunboat destroyers. And you have decent HP, you have 3 reloads, you have 3 heals, good concealment. So this boat is, in my opinion, even a bit OP for what it offers. But no, it's not OP, it's just the right setup. But it becomes OP if you play it aggressively and surprise the people in the wrong place, because they don't expect a cruiser to be at their end of the cap like I'm here. So they don't know what to do now. They try to get into the cap, and that is when they get wiped. So they're convinced they are strong Bismarck battleships with good secondaries, and you just got to deal with that. And don't hide in the back behind some island and do some long-range spamming. This is not the cruiser for that. You need your AP to pen the battleships and pen the cruisers, and to be able so, it makes sense to be next to them 5 or 6 kilometers away. So having said that, that's it for my little review. It's not as detailed as I usually do with destroyers, because I'm not a cruiser main. I know to play cruisers. I have quite a few cruisers, but I don't know the very last statistical details, so I'm not comparing that to other cruisers and so on. I'm just giving you my honest opinion, how I like to play this ship and how I feel inside or with this ship. And this ship is fun. You should get the line if you, like I said, if you like the French destroyers, you for sure will like this one here. You don't have torpedoes, but the guns make up for it, and the reload booster is helpful. And you can see we're now deciding the Wichita will be gone now, and we're now deciding to push the Bismarck. We turn the guns and we just take a broadside, and there's nothing he can do about it, because of course they don't have torpedoes. So this is the way you play the ship here, and you get a lot of kills with it. You attract a lot of damage. So personally, I have been ending top 3 almost all my games I played in this one here. I think there was only one game when they wiped me early because I made a mistake. But besides that, this is a very strong ship leading your team into the ambush. I hope you enjoyed my little review, and hit the thumbs up if you like it, leave your comments. Let me know how you are going to run this ship, and if you're going for sonar and spotter plane, or what you will be doing, or if you discard the line, or what are your plans. Thank you for your continued support. By the way, we reached 1,000 subscribers, so again, thank you very much for that, and keep up the support, keep spreading the word, and I promise you I will stay a destroyer main with destroyer focus. This is one of the rare exceptions when I do a review of a cruiser, promised. So, thank you out there, and bye-bye.
Schlachtschiff versenkt. Maschinenboost deaktiviert. Alle Stationen, brauche Feuerunterstützung. Ich brauche Aufklärung. Alle Stationen, Feuer auf das Ziel konzentrieren. Feuerunterstützung. Gegnerische Schlachtschiff versenkt.
Unser Team hat die Führung übernommen.
Problem gelöst. So wird's gemacht. Gute Arbeit. So wird's gemacht. Maschinenboost deaktiviert.